between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll try the run. Hey, midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Unleashes one. And he was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. He's got an open man. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Lost to throw again. Pocket breaking down. He'll get rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quick completion on the out. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked up. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Great place to start for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
It'll be a draw. Nice move there. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man. You can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
A loss of 9 on the play. Coming up, fourth down. Number 92 in formation to kick it away.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Dropping back, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Pauly. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This time he's got it. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has
lots of room to run. Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Branch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pick off! What a play by this defense. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Buying some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's lobbed. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's got the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. On the run, it's Frazier. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To the air, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. With the catch, it's Fields. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Dances away. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flanagan. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on it.
It's a running room. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just keeps slinging it. Big guy smells it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
After run, now throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Just a little off. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Guys Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Oh, man, that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
Here come the Irish back on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that running play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting.
He's got it down the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The throw. Got a man. It's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught, close to the marker, it's Branch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Gonna sling it on second down. Fires to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it. Man, they... Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, give on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. to the ground with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Oh, man, the coach might want to think about putting this defender on offense. He almost dragged his toe in bounds. That was almost an interception. Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
To the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. And they're not on the same page there. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on.
carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he makes the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Handoff to the single running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. On the move. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Simpson. Completes the shuffle pass. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Finding an escape route. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Cuevas. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Right down the middle. And wings it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
showing the arm strength to the left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, he almost throws another one. Man, I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it in stride inside the 20. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
To the air, it's Simpson. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the gun, running back gets to give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. To throw, it's Sayed. Trying to barrel in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the 2nd half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. You think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. This guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a flushing blow at this point in the game. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Turning it on! Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed on the outside, it's Tate. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's at the 50. the 30, the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. This offense needs to score twice, and they need to do it quickly. They'll go for it here on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You've got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Bryant. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. It's a seam wide open. 10. And he ran away from the ground, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They kept that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Sayet. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught on the outside, it's Jackson.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give this guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds his big tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Offense lining up quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket.
unleashes one deep. He's got it on the back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this... ugly fact.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. First play of the period, first down here. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll immediately call timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Moore to the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Got a man, it's Moore. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got to the 2nd level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Moore to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. The short hands, it's Moore. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Now improvising. Breaks into the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. Ball is loose. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Just one of those mistakes. It can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Ohio State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Using the quick game. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the returner will be brought down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Moore to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Whittington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Quarterback extends the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one, setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Ducks want to move quickly. Steps away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Complete to the left. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off play action on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
Moore will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Caught near the sticks. It's slow. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks in the hurry up. Moore to the air. Sends it downfield. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Ohio State. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. We just got to be smart with the clock management.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Going to swing it on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold up.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here comes the option. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It's complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Finds a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain from my offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love the patience by the quarterback on this drive, too. He's not getting greedy. He's not forcing the ball somewhere where it doesn't need to go. He's just taking what the defense gives him, and this offense, therefore, is matriculating down the field.
There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. That's caught. It's Pauling. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers.
Brings it to the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll move the tight end. To the air. It's Carr. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Pauling. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Whittington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Finds a little space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Tried to freeze him with a fake spike. He'll pull it down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Love the effort and love the pursuit by the defense. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And they were just relentless. The quarterback turning around and changing direction time and time again. And finally, that defensive effort paid off.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's taking the shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. More to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Flanagan. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Pulls it in. It's locked. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. On the run, it's Whittington. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Throwing right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions.
It's a fumble! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Hughes.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Fine.
He's got it inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has really seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get this drive started from the 29.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Oregon. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He tries to take the top off. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
More to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the deep.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll take another shot here. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some.
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
With jet sweep pass. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Tosses it incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up on it.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. It's a reverse. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Well, this is pretty much an all-or-nothing call on 4th down from your own 1. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, they've got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.